Have you ever wondered how your phone can unlock just by looking at your face? Or how a video game character seems to know exactly where you're going to move next? You probably use it dozens of times every day without even realizing it. When your music app suggests a new song you might love, that's AI. When your photo app automatically groups pictures of your family, your friends, or your pets, that's also AI. It seems like these devices are thinking. It feels like they understand the world. But how can a machine made of circuits and wires actually learn anything? To understand that, we have to change the way we think about learning. For a computer, it's less about understanding and more about recognizing patterns. Let's try a simple experiment. Imagine you want to teach a computer to recognize a cat. How would you do it? Your first thought might be to write a set of rules. For example, a cat has pointy ears, whiskers, fur, and a tail. But that creates problems very quickly. Some cats have floppy ears. Some don't have tails. What about a dog that has pointy ears and fur? Writing rules to describe every single possibility for what a cat looks like is almost impossible. The real world is just too complicated. So scientists and engineers took a different approach, inspired by how a young child learns. You show them a fluffy white cat, a sleek black cat, a cartoon cat, and a lion at the zoo, which you explain is a very big cat. With every example, the child's brain starts to build connections. It starts to figure out the general idea of a cat on its own. AI learns in a very similar way. This process is called machine learning. Instead of giving the computer rules, we give it data. A lot of data. For our cat example, we would show the AI hundreds of thousands or even millions of pictures. We label each picture. This one is cat. This one is not a cat. This one is cat. This one is dog. The AI's job is to look at all the cat pictures and figure out what they have in common. It starts searching for patterns. To do this, many AI systems use something called a neural network, which is a computer system modeled loosely on the human brain. It's not a real brain, of course. It's a clever system of software made of connected layers of digital neurons. When you show the AI a picture of a cat, the first layer of the neural network might look for something very simple, like edges or colors. It scans the image and says, I see a curved line here, or I see a patch of brown here. It might say, I see two triangles on top of a circle, which could be ears on a head, or I see a group of thin, straight lines next to a dark spot, which might be whiskers on a nose. This continues through several layers, with each one identifying more and more abstract and complex features. Finally, the last layer takes all this information and makes a guess. Based on all the patterns it found, it might say, I am 95% confident this is a cat. Now, here is the most important part of the learning. At first, the AI is terrible at this. It might see a picture of a cat and guess squirrel. Or it might see a picture of a loaf of bread and guess cat. When it gets the answer wrong, we tell it, no, that was not a squirrel. That was a cat. This feedback allows the AI to make a tiny adjustment. It goes back through its neural network and tweaks its connections. It might strengthen the connection that says pointy ears are important and weaken the one that says bushy tails are important. Now, imagine doing this not once, but millions and millions of times. With every single example, the AI gets a tiny bit smarter. Slowly, over time, its guesses become more and more accurate. It has fine-tuned its massive network of patterns. Eventually, it becomes so good at recognizing the patterns of a cat that it can correctly identify a cat in a picture it has never seen before. It has learned, not by understanding what a cat is, but by becoming an expert pattern recognizer. This same fundamental idea is how almost all modern AI works. It's not just for pictures. Think about the voice assistant on a phone or a smart speaker. How does it understand what you're saying? Engineers feed it thousands of hours of recorded human speech along with the text of what was said. The AI learns to find the patterns that connect the sound waves of you saying the word weather to the letters W-E-A-T-H-E-R. When you ask, "What's the weather today?" it isn't understanding the question. It's recognizing a sound pattern it has been trained to associate with a specific command. What about an AI that can write stories or generate art? This is called generative AI. It learns the patterns of language. It learns which words tend to follow other words. It learns the rules of grammar and sentence structure on its own. When you ask it to write a poem about a robot, it's not feeling creative. It's using statistics to predict the most likely sequence of words that would fit your request. It's assembling a new output based on the patterns it learned from all the human-created poems it was trained on. So when you see an amazing piece of AI-generated art or have a conversation with a chatbot, what are you really seeing? Here is the big insight. Artificial intelligence is not thinking like a person. It doesn't have feelings, consciousness, or understanding. It is a sophisticated, powerful pattern-matching machine. It has learned to associate certain inputs, like a picture or a sound, with certain outputs, like a label or a word. The intelligence comes from its incredible ability to find subtle patterns in massive amounts of data, patterns that a human might never even notice. It's a form of intelligence, but it's different from ours. It's mathematical, it's statistical, and it's incredibly useful. The solution to the mystery of AI isn't that we've created a thinking machine. It's that we've figured out how to teach a machine to learn from examples. It's a tool designed by people and trained on data created by people. Understanding this helps us see it not as magic, but as a fascinating piece of engineering. The world around you is powered by these learning machines, and they all started with a simple idea that patterns can be found in everything.